Hello, so the current patch is 3.8, right before Fontaine releases, and I wanted to do a tier list of all my level 1 characters and how well they perform. I'm going to make sure to also say if I have constellations for them, and if they belong there with their constellations or not, and I'll give reasons why. But let's get started, because I have 36 level 1 characters to talk about, and this is going to take a while. So to start off, we're going to start off with Alloy. A lot of you might not have her, but 100% without a doubt belongs in F tier, even at level 1. And it's mainly because she doesn't have any constellation. Her energy for her ult takes a long time. Her cooldowns are excessively long. She is not meant for this, or let alone ever being built. I feel bad for her because I really like her kit. I like the bombs, I like the cryo. She does well when the abilities are good. Just the cooldowns are way too long. And because of that, and the energy needed for her ult is way too high. So unfortunately, she's at the very bottom of the barrel. I know I'm gonna get some heat for this, but Ito, I think I have to put him in C tier. I have him at C0, and a reason he's C tier is he needs to be on the field and to do the damage for basically his whole kit to work. And being level 1, you don't have a lot of HP, and he just lacks the ability to deal out that damage at level 1 because of the formula that's used, where you do less damage based off of the level scaling. But he's good against the Geo Cube when breaking down the pillars, but that's really all he's good for. Maybe one day he might be good and help me beat the Great Wolf over in Inazuma, but I haven't been able to beat it, and it's because he can't be able to deal out that damage that I need. Barbara, one of the only few healers I have. She goes in S tier. And you might think that I'm memeing, but I assure you I am not, because she does a lot of healing. I have prototype Amber for her, R5. I grinded the best HP set for her. She does a lot of healing. Her C6, where you get that one free res or a revive, is very, very good. In the Abyss, the Abyss, that's what that's called, the Abyss, because of the fact that they do a lot of damage, and sometimes I do have to focus on clearing that, getting that 3-star, and a character might die at the very end, but her res saves me from that, and it does really help. Barbara is an S tier healer for level 1 characters, mainly because I don't have anything else. Ganyu. You know what? Let's actually add a row. Let's add a row. Oh, nope. No. You go here. Okay, there we go. Also change this color to orange. So Barbara's S. Oh yeah, up here is all the characters I have leveled or I don't have, so they're up there. So Ganyu is definitely going to be an SS unit, 100%. I have her at C6, so she is a main DPS because she just hits her E, and then she gets an automatic charge, and then her secondary charge, let me rephrase that, gets the secondary charge, so it does the widespread. Does very good. She does a lot of damage. Definitely up there as an SS unit. I'm also going to make sure that where they, but the closer they are to here is how high they are on that list. Would she be an SS at C0? I would argue yes. She's broken no matter what level she is, and she always does a lot of damage. Goru. Hmm. 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 I'm gonna have to put him below Alloy. Uh, he's very good for mono Geo, but like I said, when my main Geo character is Ito and he's not able to deal that much damage, and if even as Goro as to help him, it's just not it. Garo is much better as a leveled character rather than a non-level character, and so unfortunately he doesn't provide that much of use. He is definitely worse than Alloy, unfortunately, because at least Alloy I have I've been able to clear a bunch of floors in the abyss with her, along with beat a bunch of the world bosses, because even though her cooldowns are long, her damage output is still very good. Hu Tao. This is where things are gonna be tricky. She is definitely an SS. I have her at C6, so when she's about to get one hit, instead of dying, she stays on 1 HP, and she has 100% crit rate and 100% physical resistance as well. So that extra life that saves you, she does a lot of damage. I think I have my crit damage for her over 200. So yeah, the problem is she scales off of HP and can't really get that much HP while being a level 1 character. So her damage does do good, but I don't think she's better than Ganyu in this case. But she does have a lot more viability with Denjo characters that just released, like with Burnage, and I like that. But also Vape, Reverse Melt. But personally, I would prefer Ganyu over Hu Tao. Hu Tao was actually the first C6 5-star I had for this challenge, and yeah, she's really good, but I feel like Ganyu is a must-have at C6. Hold on, let me rephrase that. Ganyu C6 beats Ganyu. Ganyu beats Hu Tao, no matter what. But Hu Tao C6 kind of makes her almost beat Ganyu. But I feel like Ganyu is much better for this because of the low health pool. So keeping range and keeping out of a lot of attacks is much more than getting up close. She's a very needy character. She needs to be on the field a lot, DPSing. Where Ganyu, after I do my E charge shots and then my Q, I can take her off the field and move over into other characters. Hu Tao C0, definitely not an SS character, definitely S. Her C1 is a big reason why she gets bumped up with that no stamina cost for her charge attacks. Now, here comes a no-brainer. Kazuha. He overtakes them all in an instant. I have him at C6 as well. His C1 is amazing. C6 doesn't really... It's more for DPS Kazuha. His C1 and 4 are like the best ones. But Kazuha, even if he was just C1, he would definitely beat them out. He has that CC grouping. You do E, Q, E. A lot of damage. He does a lot of damage just in general. And whenever I have a floor in the upper ones, any team that Kazuha's on, I clear that side extremely fast. Kazuha just makes the game easy. Ayaka. She is C6. I would actually put her below Hu Tao here. Mainly because her E6 does a lot of damage when you get out of the sprint and then you do your charge hit. She does like multiple hits with like 250% more damage. Basically, she hits for 4k for like 3 times. It's pretty good, but she dies very easily. Um, so I have to go with Hu Tao above her. But definitely these four are god tier units. Klee. I actually like Klee a lot for the level 1 challenge, believe it or not. I'm actually going to put her in B. I mean, she's not as bad as Ito because, you know, Ito is a lot more close range. Where Klee is close range, but like she can work very well sometimes, and having a pyro character that's going to do a lot of damage with a little bit more space than like Hu Tao or Toma, having that little bit of range is definitely helping her case. Klee does very good at level 1. She would definitely, I think I have her C2 or C1. I don't have very many constellations for her, but even at C0, it wouldn't really change that much. B is where she belongs. Shenhe. I'm actually going to put her in A. When my Ocean video comes out, you'll understand why. I have her at C2, so she does have that extra charge and extra crowd damage. Even at C0, I would put her at A. She's very good for CCs and freeze teams, especially when I pair her with Ganyu or Ayaka, and then you add Barber to the mix. This is where Barber's S tier comes in because she applies wet and she's able to help freeze. But Shenhe, definitely an A tier. Let's get over to Toma. Toma Shielder build. It's based off of HP. I put him in D. Wait, no. Actually, I put Toma above Ito. Toma's shield has actually helped me out, especially against the Primo Gisharp. In that video, in that video, I used Toma's shield to help me basically beat that. Toma has given me more use than Ito because the shield was like the main way for me very early on when doing this challenge. He was the only shielder I had, and he does very well if you can build him correctly. If not, he's kind of rough. But definitely C tier, definitely above Ito. Venti, C0, SS. The CC he provides is crazy good. I don't even have fully built artifacts for him. I just have a ton of ER, and like there are some pieces like I don't really have to focus on like building Venti. I just put some random stuff on him, gave him a good bow, and then he is just a constant CC machine. Very good for a lot of the lower to like I want to say about 410. That's when like a lot of the CC stuff starts to end, but definitely SS tier. Let's see. Xiao Z C1. Xiao. I know I'm probably gonna get some hate from this. Xiao C1, right behind Kaza. Beats out C6 Ganyu, C6 Hu Tao, and C6 Ayaka. Zhao doesn't beat Kaza because he doesn't have a CC ability like Kazuha. Zhao does so much damage, it's ridiculous. He is the hyper carry of my level 1s, hitting for usually around 7k per hit and just constantly doing that damage. He is 100% one of the best characters that you can pull for at C0, and he would still be, if we were doing this list at C0, he would still be behind Kazuha at the number 2 spot. Like these would they would kind of go down to S tier, except for Venti because he is C0. But Hu Tao, Ayaka might actually just go behind him here, but these two would not change no matter what. His C1 just gives you an extra dash, really good. Definitely just one of the big hitters. Xiao's just goated. Yai Miko. Yai Miko. Uh, hmm. I'd actually put her in. Hmm. S. I have her at C0. The lightning the electro damage she does along, like, I just throw down 3 pillars and then I take her off the field. She does very well for helping the team that way, for hyper bloom and etc. and quickening. Very good. Just don't like how her Q removes her pillars. That's really about it. She's well rounded. I like her. Yan Fei, C tier, behind Ito. Actually, I'm gonna put her down, not D tier. C4, she gets a shield when she ults. That's the only time she's good. She is garbage after that. Yoimiya, S tier, above Yai Miko. The fact that she does a lot of pyro damage and can do it from afar, definitely Bob, but unfortunately not better than Barbara. Yunjin, below Goro. I'm sorry, not good compared to Alloy. They're just below. Ayato, S above. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna put her right behind Barbara. I mean him, right? Ayato, right behind Barbara. Ayato does a lot of damage. He is a very needy character to be on the field, but that's fine because he's just constantly pumping out damage. His ult's amazing. I would put him over Barbara, but Barbara still slightly better. But he's definitely better. He's C0, by the way. Cookie at C6. I'd put her high A. I'd put her above Shenhe, because she does have a similar thing to Hu Tao where she gets to 1 HP. She does hurt herself to heal, which is a problem. Her normal attack while she's on the field with the E, I think it's also with other characters, or is it a charge? But like her lightning thing that heals will also do damage, which does help with quickening and hyper bloom teams. Very nice. Definitely needing another healer, but unfortunately doesn't beat out Yai Miko. Just lacks the wait. You know what? Now more that I think about it, I actually think Yai is not as good as Kuki. I think Kuki is actually really good. Even for a level 1 character. I'd say, I'm actually gonna put Kuki here. Kuki does a lot more help with a lot of the elemental teams and healing. Her healing is actually very potent once you build her correctly. So actually, she belongs in S. Yelan, double S. Not even have to say. I would actually put her above Venti. I have her at C0, and she's just really good. I don't have Xingqiu at level 1, so she is definitely a godsend. Being able to deal that extra damage and apply Hydro for a lot more of the Hyper Bloom teams and stuff. You might be noticing I'm just repeating Hyper Bloom and because it's very good for helping get rid of a lot of those enemies with those ginormous health pools, especially with level 1s where they lack that damage. Hazel, definitely A tier. I'm actually S tier. Actually, I'm gonna actually put him above Yai Miko. He does a lot of damage. He does have to stay on field though, but he does very well. He hits hard, very good. Tignari, actually S tier. I'm actually gonna put Tignari above Barbara. It doesn't matter what constellation he's on. I have him at C5 because I lost quite a few 50-50s, and I did pull for him, and I got 1 copy, which was good. But he's very good. He does a lot of damage applying Dendro And the fact that once you throw his E out, he's just constantly shooting really fast. His charge shots, very good. Definitely top of the S. Beats out Barbara by a landslide. Cole, unfortunately, I'd put her behind Klee. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to put her right above Yanfei. Because she hasn't done anything. When you have Tignari, or Tignari, Cole becomes an afterthought, and she's just okay. She's the Amber of the level ones. Dory. I'm actually going to put her right here. She's good, but she's not that good. She doesn't provide too much, and it's very limited. I don't know how else to describe her. I thought she was going to be really good for the level 1 challenge, but no. I would still have Alloy over her. You know what? The more I think about Cole, the more I realize she's not that good. I'm actually going to put her behind Alloy. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I think this is unfair. I think I'm giving too much harshness to Alloy, and I'm actually going to put her here. And I'm going to keep it like this. Yes, that I feel like Alloy can do damage. It's just her cooldowns are long and just needs a lot of energy. But she's not as bad as like some of these characters. So I think down here, this is perfectly fine. Candace, I think, is a good unit, but I would put her above Yanfei in my opinion. I think she's good, but there are just some characters that are better. Sino. Oh god. Here comes a hard one, because I love the VA, the English VA for him. Big fan. His kit, not so much. He is a big letdown in my opinion. Because like I have him at C2. I have his best in slot weapon. I built him very well, but even building him as well as I did, the only time he actually does anything is in his ult. I'm sorry, but he is actually below Klee, but not like down here. He is definitely a B character, which does suck. Nilou, A tier. I would put her actually above Shenhe, because she does a lot of bloom, hyper bloom comps, stuff like that. But the problem is, unless I'm using Kave, I end up hurting myself more than I hurt the enemy. But still very good. The reason she's above Shenhe is that she has access to a lot more team comps than just freeze or melt. Layla, A tier, above Nilou. Her shield is amazing. Her ult is great. It helps with damage, but mainly her shield is fantastic. Definitely. You know what? I'm actually going to put her in S tier. I'm going to put her above Yaimiko. Actually, I'm going to put her above... I'm actually going to put her above Yoimiya. Layla is very good. Her shield can take 3 hits from almost any single boss at level 1 after building her. And I'm not even like fully built for her yet. I'm still unfortunately running I'm running HP on her, but like she's running a 2-piece set. One of them being Verdescent, because those are the artifacts that have the most HP on. Because I was trying to build Kazuhan, Zhao, and Venti, and I just have a lot of HP sets. I'm grinding more HP sets for her, but until then, she has Verdescent, which is very weird. But she does have a lot of health. Her shield does very well. Nahida, definitely above Venti, below Yelan. Her E is amazing. Her ult is pretty good. I would, yeah, I would put her behind Yelan, just not above Venti. She's good, but actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna put her behind Tignari. I think Tignari is very good as well, and the fact that he does a lot more damage helps that case, where she more or less helps with the elemental side for team comps. So I'm just gonna put her right behind Tignari. I don't think she beats out Venti, unfortunately, because Venti CC is crazy. Farazan, I'd actually put her in C. She's good for ammo characters, but that's really about it. It's a very niche thing. I wouldn't really use her for anything else. She's a very niche pick. Actually, you know, I'm actually gonna put her right here because these characters are niche picks. These are also niche picks. I feel like everything down here are like really niche and really need help. Wanderer, I'm actually going to put him in B tier, actually behind Sino. I haven't built. I've actually kind of disappointed more in him rather than Sino because he is, without a shield, he is a walking just hit me target. He does have a lot of mobility, he does a lot of damage, but even with a shield after it breaks, I can't justify using him over Hazo or Kazuha Zhao for like an Animo DPS. He is good, but he's not as good. C0 by the way. Now we have Alhaitham. I put him in A. I mean, he's a Dendro Kaching who helps apply Dendro. I don't know if I need to say anything else. Yao Yao, building her after the Oceanid, she's actually pretty good. I like her healing. She's also very cute. She's just like a Xingling, just healing. I like with the little bear. I just think her healing is good. I don't like the fact that I have to run around and pick it up. I'd put her in A tier or B tier behind Wanderer. Mika, for me, I put him right here. He's a physical damage buffer. I don't know if you notice. I don't have any physical damage. So, rough. He does heal with his Q. That's really about it. Kave. I'm actually going to put him behind Yao Yao. I thought he was going to be amazing, but he's just okay. He's not as amazing as I thought. Baiju, I'm actually going to put here at the top of A. I haven't felt like he's definitely an S tier unit yet. Maybe I need to play with him more and just like get a better feel for him, but at the moment he just feels okay. Like he's not amazing, outstanding, wonderful as I thought he was going to be, because he's a shielder for his Q and then a healer for his E, and I thought it would, and applies Dendro. I thought it would be groundbreaking. I think he's just okay. But yeah, this is basically the tier list for 3.8 for Fontaine. These are all the characters at level 1 and how I see them, like damage potential. I mean, no shocker up here. You have Kazuha, Zhao, Ganyu, Utao, Aika, Yelan, Venti. Down here, I think a lot of you probably were surprised that Barbara is number 3 on the S tier. She was leading the charge for 90% of this, except for when Tignari and Nahida came up. But yeah, this is definitely how I see my level 1 characters. But thank you very much.
face